The European Union is founded on a set of fundamental values, including equality. It also promotes equality between men and women. The TFU gives to the Union the task of eliminating inequalities and promoting equality between men and women in all their activities, the gender mainstreaming. The treaties have also ratified the principle of equal pay for men and women for the same job. In this regard, Europe can intervene in the wider context of equal opportunities and equal treatment in the several employment sectors. TFU also authorizes the positive action aimed at women's emancipation and permits the adoption of legislative measures to combat all forms of discrimination, including those based on sex. These principles and values are achievable only if in institutions and decision-making rules there is a balanced gender representation that should be sought and favored. According to data provided by European Institute for Gender Equality, in the last decade there has been an overall increase in female representation in national parliaments, from 23.9% in 2008 to 30.2% in 2018. However, the Institute notes significant differences between the member states. In front of the case of countries particularly sensitive to gender balance, such as Sweden, Finland, and Spain, there are, on the other hand, member states that do not reach the 20%. They are in particular Greece, Cyprus, Malta, and Hungary. Female representation of the various member states in the European Parliament is also not homogeneous. The member states with the largest female representation in the European Parliament in percentage terms are Finland, Croatia, Ireland, Malta, and Sweden. Regarding the presence of women in the governments of the member states in 2018, the Institute notes a greater gender balance with reference to Spain, Sweden, France. The member states with a smaller proportion of women in their own governments are Lithuania, Malta, and Hungary. Regarding the percentage of party leaders, according to Institute, the member states that most respect the gender balance are Germany and Portugal. So, in front of this situation, the next May European elections represent a very important opportunity to propose in a courageous way some measures that can give greater impetus to the founding values of the European Union and that can relaunch the European project, making citizens reacquire it by participating actively in it. Of course, strengthening democratic institutions and their legitimacy is one of the fundamental goals. This can be achieved only if equality, equal opportunities, and gender balance in representation are pursued and achieved homogeneously across the different member states. So, in the same way with which policies of economic cohesion have been pursued to ensure that the development gap between the different countries is filled, it is now necessary to propose an instrument that ensures a common approach and a constant effort by all states to true equality of representation, opportunity, and equality in various spheres of social and economic life. To this end, I believe that needs to be strongly and clearly supported the proposal that the member states set up a Council for Gender Equality, whose mission would be to guarantee women's rights and equal opportunities in Europe and to ensure the application of a gender approach to all youth policy, providing cross-sector indicators and also independent ex-ante and ex-post impact assessment. The Council for Gender Equality would constitute a formidable tool for strengthening and homogeneously raising the presence of women in the various sectors of society, especially in top management and decision-making positions. I'm convinced that it is a necessary instrument, especially in a historical moment like the one we are experiencing, in which the values on which Europe was founded seem to be questioned. Democracy, equality, gender equality are values that we have a duty to protect in order not to witness dangerous regressions. Making courageous and far-sighted proposals, such as that of the Council for Gender Equality, will also help us to bring together many citizens who will feel that they have the opportunity to live in a Europe that represents them and protects them more and more better. Thank you.